Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Whether it's hot yoga, over 100-degree weather, or too much sun. Gatorlyte, with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes, was scientifically designed to help move fluids into the body faster for rapid rehydration. Shop now at retailers nationwide. Gatorlyte hydrates faster than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
This message is brought to you by Apple Card. Shave ice by the beach. A trip to the state fair. And a throwback flick at the local drive-in. They're more than just items to check off the summer bucket list. They're also opportunities to earn 2% daily cash back when you use your Apple Card with Apple Pay. Apply for Apple Card now and use in-minutes with Apple Pay. Subject to credit approval. Apple Card is issued by Goldman Sachs Bank USA, Salt Lake City branch. Terms and more at applecard.com.
From the Fifth Quarter Studio in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to the Coaching Youth Hoops Podcast.
They're playing basketball.
Here's our hosts, Steve Collins, and Bill Flitter.
All right, welcome, Coaching Youth Hoops. Coach.
Welcome back, Coach.
Welcome back. Like my Disney hat?
I don't think I've seen that one before. Maybe I just don't remember.
This is a dirty one. I'm wearing the dirty one today.
Oh, really? Can't even see that.
I
it looks
own
bright white. I was going to actually make a mention of, wow, that looks pretty clean.
It's pretty dirty.
Dirt doesn't show up on the podcast.
It doesn't. Love Disney. Disney's a great, we'll talk about, so Disney kind of leads into today's topic where we're going to talk about pricing.
Oh my gosh! You know what? My family is down near Anaheim.
Ooh.
Because my daughter's checking out.
A good school.
Colleges.
Yep.
And so my wife, of course, while she was down there, she's like, just check what the prices are for two of them. It's dynamic pricing.
One day
right now. One day, two of them at Disney.
That'd be like $400.
You're funny.
Total. Be like $400 for
You're
the tickets.
You're such a Wisconsin guy.
No, it's like $198 for a one-day ticket, isn't it? No.
$500 for the two of them for one day.
Yeah, okay, I was off a little bit. $250.
You were off a little bit.
A little bit. That was close. I wasn't like saying $48. So $500. Yeah, $250.
Oh, you want to hear something crazy? My wife's mother. No. She was at opening day of Disneyland. Very first day. We still have the ticket stub. How much do you think that ticket stub? Yeah. How much do you think that's worth?
A lot.
Yeah.
What number is it? You should look at what number it is.
Oh, I don't know. That's a good point. I don't know what
so
number
we're not
one
say
of
it on
X.
the podcast, but when we get off the podcast, at some point you're gonna have to tell me what number, because it's obviously not 00001, but the lower that number, the more valuable that is, because that means when she walked through the gate. Because these were old-fashioned tickets.
Yeah, old-fashioned tickets. Yeah. She kept it. She knew it was going to be something special. I don't know how my mother.
A lot of people
was that insightful like that. So yeah, she was opening day with her parents. Crazy. And they're from Northern California. It wasn't like they lived right next door. So I don't know how.
So what was on Sunday nights? Something Disney. Everything was like Disney anyway at that point in the 50s.
I have no idea.
Yeah. All right. So let's give a big shout out to our newest podcast in the network.
Yeah. Youth Sports Insider. Coaches, if you're an operator of any kind, that means, club owner, a tournament, you got teams, you own a gym, trying to fill it. We're bringing on experts to help you get the most out of your programs from a business side. So we're going to take a deep dive into the business of youth sports. And again, our goal there is same as all the other podcasts. We're looking to positively influence 1 million kids through youth sports. And in order to do that, right, we have to have good operators. So we want to learn from the people who are at the forefront of doing that. So check it out at youthsportsinsider.com.
All right. So what's today's topic, Coach? I have several things. There's a reason I brought Disney up at the beginning, but go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. It actually does tie in. It took me a minute to understand what you were saying, but yeah. One of the things that's coming up with youth sports is the rising cost, and the rising cost of entry, getting my kid involved in sports, the rising cost of now I have to travel, and then also getting into the games and tournaments to visit.
So I couldn't have timed this better. As we're talking, this comes up on my phone. Summer means new clothes, bikes, strollers, and more. How much will it? So literally, it came on USA. It popped on my feed about how much things are going to cost more. There are, it costs a lot. But I mean, I start shaking when I start thinking about, and we've already dealt with this, about the amount of money that parents spend on just entry fees, on buying the shoes, paying the food. Like I talked about 2 or 3 weeks or couple weeks ago about all those expenses.
The average cost to just join the team,
it's $1,000 probably.
It's $1,000, right? And that's per athlete.
Yes, and I sent you something this morning. My one of my assistant coaches was out, and that he was having to pay for the entry fee for him, his wife, and his mother-in-law or something. Anyway, and it was 1 day pass was $18. 2 day pass was $30, and this is to watch their 7th grader play volleyball. So similar to basketball, it's $30 pricing
per person.
Yeah,
for the weekend pass.
So the 2 day pass, you get a little deal. It's $15 a day. So all of a sudden they're spending $90 to go watch their 7th grader play like 3 volleyball matches. That's on top of all the other expenses. And prices are increasing on everything. So that's I think it's becoming harder for kids to be kids. It's becoming harder for kids to, again, when I grew up, when we were talking to Keaton a couple weekends ago, it was like I think he graduated high school in 2007. So he was just on the verge of this stuff starting to become more prevalent. But it was like,
he was shocked to hear that people are paying to get into sports,
right,
at the youth level,
right?
I'm like,
yes,
here's this young guy, and when I look at him, he's young. He's 30 years old, 30-something years old, and
right.
I didn't realize he missed that wave. He was just on the
beginning part of that. It is, and I think there's a huge crisis. We can talk about some of the possibilities, and we have tried to make our youth program affordable, accessible. We pour the money back into it. We do whatever we can so kids that want to play basketball can. But I think we are, in our area, or at least we're the exception to the rule, and that's the only our youth thing. It's not the summer thing. It's not the AU thing. But I think it is. I think a crisis. What do we define as a crisis? A crisis.
Right. I was just going to ask you that. Yes.
Kids can't play anymore. I got to put gas in the car and food on the table. Sorry, Johnny, you don't get to go to Iowa on a Tuesday and play 3 basketball games.
Well, even take that to, we have to make a choice today. Either mom goes or dad goes to a game to watch.
That happens more than you're surprised.
Oh yeah, right. Absolutely. So it's getting to the point where we got to do something about these rising costs. But okay, let's assume for a second, right? I'm going to be positive about this and thinking generally speaking, there's humanity, right? People have gym costs are going up, the price of the gym because the property costs are going up because, right? They have costs too that they have, right? Referee costs, right? All of that, the referees are raising their prices because the cost of living is going up and you know what I mean? Like all has trickle effect to everything we do. And it shows up obviously
ripple.
in our face.
It's a ripple. This, it's
so
passed on. If anybody doesn't know
on.
anything about economics, if you buy something, it doubles along the way is usually the economics behind something. So if you buy something, let's say you buy something in India or China and it's $1, then it goes to the warehouse. Now it's going to cost $2. Then it's going to go $4. And maybe by the time I pay it, it's $8. The Target buys it for $4. They charge me $8. That's the general economics about how things kind of work through the chain. Well, that's what's happening in youth sports. Like you said, it's happening with the officials. It's happening with the organizers. It's happening with the concession stand. Well, don't even get me started on a box of popcorn now or a bottle of water. A bottle of water at Disney World is like $5. It's water, people. It's like, I get it.
Did you ever buy water recently in an airport?
Oh, I know. It's crazy because they got you. That's the key to that.
You haven't seen my expense report yet come through, although I did get it. I got to tell you this quick story.
Before you tell the quick story, hold on. Before you tell me the quick story, let's give a big shout out to our sponsor.
Hey, coaches, go check out coachingyouthhoops.com, where we try to keep prices really reasonable for you to start your basketball journey, or if you're in the middle of it or you're in and you just need, you want your time back. We have everything planned out for you all season long, every practice down to the detail. So go check it out at coachingyouthhoops.com.
Go ahead, finish your story now.
Okay, well, my drama trying to get home from Chicago the other day, my 12-hour plane ride.
Is the CFO of our organization going to be PO'd, or did you spend?
You're going to be like, what did you order? So here I'm at the airport. My plane gets delayed 5 hours. I didn't eat at that time because I figured it's a 4-hour flight.
I fed you. I fed you that morning before we left. I fed you.
That's right. That morning. Yeah. But now this is like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, right? And I figured I'll just go home and I'll eat. I don't need to eat. I'm not that hungry. And I didn't want to really eat or airport food.
Right.
I had to because I wasn't going to take off till 8 p.m. Right. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm starving. Find the healthiest choice. Okay. So it actually ended up this was in Long Beach. Could have walked home, I think, faster. So the stopped to get a burrito. So, okay. All I got was a burrito. I didn't even, $19. I got tap water, $25. All right. So talk about rising, a $25 burrito. Like there was nothing special in it, but I was locked in an airport. Where else am I going to go? I can't leave the airport. Right. So paid $25 for the burrito. So when you see that expense report come through, you'll know it's just the burrito. But I did. So little tip, at least in Southwest, if your plane gets delayed more than 3 hours, you can file a complaint and get reimbursed for your inconvenience and anything you buy. So I did that, and the net effect is I got a $25 voucher for the next time and $100 for the flight too. So anyway,
there you go. Maybe you'll be fine in Southwest again.
But my 5 hours at the airport is not worth.
They're not sponsors of this podcast. If they want to be, they can let us know. Even though they're taking away bags and the signed seats soon coming in Southwest. But let's go back to this. I think this is a huge issue, and the issue is when kids can't play. Bad News Bears. I was surfing I was one of the few people in the world that was just surfing, and I saw Bad News Bears and the the bonds that you remember the movie Bad News Bears?
Yeah, I remember the movie. Yeah,
and they couldn't afford to get uniforms, and the bail bondsman ended up sponsoring them on the back. Anyway, it's because they couldn't it makes me think about this. It's like you want kids to be able to play sports, and to make it more affordable to parents should be one of our missions, but it's gonna be like it's a crisis because every kid should be playing sports.
And then there's this huge initiative that a lot of big players, including ESPN, is behind, is to get 60% of kids playing sports. It right now is at 38 nationally.
That's crazy, and it's
crazy.
And it's again, right? It doesn't have to be competitive. It doesn't have to be,
No. They're talking about competitive to rec, right?
Like every kid under the age of 6 should be playing soccer. Like, learn to run around, kick a ball, like you should. It's just like,
well, we had the CEO of Soccer Shots on the Youth Sports Insider podcast talking about, that exact thing. Shout out to our new podcast, youthsportsinsider.com. Go check it out. And
that's a good drop. You're usually not good at those drops.
No,
good.
I'm not. Yeah, you're much better.
Good. I give you a clap.
But I have some information real time. So we put out a survey on our Facebook group to find out what people are paying to get in. Right. So we had several levels. Right now, 50% of the people that responded, and it's still early, are paying $10 to $15 per day. Okay. There was a comment that was left. There's this particular basketball circuit that charges $25 for a day or $40 for the tournament. I'm assuming that's 2 days. So,
wow, is all I have to say is wow.
So the average, right now we're looking at the average cost between $10 and $15 per day per person to get into a tournament to watch their kids play. Do we have a solution for this? Tariffs definitely are not helping.
No, but I mean, it's but I think it's.
If you're listening to this in 2025,
yes, I think it is a crisis, and it's like I can't believe it's $25 for a day to go watch your kid when you've already probably shelled out couple $1,000 already to pay. But if you want to go over to go over to the Facebook group and type in basketball coaches, so it'd be facebookgroup.com groups, just basketball coaches / basketball coaches. You can jump in that poll too. We'll start another one somewhere else too at some point. But
so this is just us complaining right now. We don't have a solution, an answer to the problem.
But there needs to be a solution. There
needs to be a solution. Yeah,
because this is I mean, again, it's like we're not asking for them to have access to a Lear jets. We're asking for kids to have access to play a sport in which you need 2 rims and a ball.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need, and maybe an adult to officiate. That's it. Yeah. So it's like, I think it's just got to be, it's got to be more accessible for our student athletes. I think. Anything else, Coach?
Nope. Well, you could. Yeah. Well, hey, while we're here, let's go check out coachingyouthhoops.com. We have everything a youth coach needs to be a winning coach. Go check it out. Coachingyouthhoops.com.
Like I said last week, Coach and I got to pay for that $25 burrito. So
unbelievable, right? $25 burrito.
I know. Go over and check it out. All right. See you, Coach.
See you, Coach.
Hey, it's your ceiling vent, so I'm dripping. Could be the rain, could be the upstairs bathroom. Yikes. You could hire the guy your neighbor recommended, but I'm pretty sure that's just his cousin. Do we know if he's licensed, or does he just own a ladder?
Listen to your home. Go with Thumbtack. Upload a photo or voice note and we'll diagnose your project and match you with the right pro for the job. Thumbtack. We know homes. Hire the right pro today.